As a plan sponsor, what notices am I required to give my employees regarding their 401k plan?
Great question. And it does vary from plan to plan. So I'll just talk about common notices that you would come across. So first of all, an employee should receive a notice either upon hire or before entering the plan that they're eligible and about the plan rules. And so this is typically called the Summary Plan Description, the SPD. And if the plan has automatic enrollment, there would be an automatic enrollment notice as well. So an employee knows that on a certain date, if they don't opt out, they will be automatically enrolled at a certain percentage. And then annual notices would be, some common ones are a safe harbor notice. So if a plan is a safe harbor plan, which at a high level, that means there are required employer contributions that are at a specific rate each year. There's a safe harbor notice in December of the year to follow. An employer needs to give out this safe harbor notice, basically saying for next year we're going to be a safe harbor plan. Another common annual notice is the fee disclosure requirements. So it doesn't matter what time of the year a sponsor distributes the fee disclosure, but they have to choose a time and do it annually to tell employees what the different expenses are on each of the investments in their plan and if there's any other additional expenses that they would incur. And let's see, if a plan is terminating, there are notice requirements to do with that. If a plan is changing providers and going through what's called a blackout period, there is something called a blackout notice. And I think that's it for the most kind of common ones. There are others that may be specific or pertain to particular rules in a 401k plan, but those are the main ones.
And can I deliver those electronically?
Great question, and this is definitely becoming more prevalent over the last few years. In the past, it had been just mail, and the notices would go directly to a participant's home, or maybe they would be handed out in person or in a payroll stuffer or something like that. But in this day and age, with so many employees having work email addresses and access to emails, delivering all of these notices electronically is definitely attractive to plan sponsors. And there are some rules pertaining to that. Number one, the employees should give consent that they want to receive these documents electronically. And if they are sent electronically, there needs to be some sort of a delivered receipt or a read receipt on the notices. And also, you have to keep in mind if you provide a work email address or not and have email capabilities at your office or not. Some people don't have email or computer access at their homes, and so you have to think about, the accessibility. And a lot of providers nowadays are asking for a lot of data about the participants, so collecting email addresses and phone numbers as well, in addition to the normal name, address, date of birth. And so that gives the capabilities for a lot of providers even to distribute the notices both in paper and or electronic, which is kind of nice as well.